Hello and welcome back to Beyond the Football Zone and to a weekend preview, previewing the Premier League games this weekend, and we're just going to preview one kind of standalone game on the Thursday, Chelsea against Tottenham. And yeah, this is an interesting game. Obviously, both these sides needing a win to get into the European places, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see which way this one goes. You kind of feel like it's one that could go either way in a way, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I'm going to say, though, Chelsea at home have got a chance. Tottenham, I think, though, still probably a slightly better team. Still got that momentum under around. I think it's going to be close going 1-1. Moving on then to Luton against Everton on Friday. And yeah, this is a massive game for Luton. Everton all but safe now. Maybe they could take their foot off the gas, but they have got the momentum. But Luton really need a win. Playing before Forest here. So, you know, if they can get a win here, it's definitely a winnable game. And if they can do it, it will be a big win here. I'm going to say it will be a 1-1 draw. I think, yeah, both teams could kind of cancel each other out. Moving on into Arsenal against Bournemouth at the Emirates. And yeah, I think this is a game which Arsenal for sure will be feeling confident coming into. You know, Bournemouth haven't been bad recently, but I think Arsenal, you know, we've seen so many impressive performances recently where they've held the nerve and in the end got over the line. And I think that can kind of continue here. Yeah, I think Bournemouth at the end of the day don't have much to play for, but Bournemouth have nothing to play for, but Arsenal still have everything to play for, and I think that will kind of show you here. I'm going to say 3-0. Moving on into Brentford as they take on Fulham at the G-Tech. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. One that could go either way. I think, yeah, both these teams' seasons kind of over now. Brentford, yeah, they're not going to be doing much further than the position they're currently in, it seems. But Fulham, you know, potentially still aiming for top half finish, but you know, it kind of looks a long shot. So yeah, it could go either way this one, but I'm going to say it will end in a home win. I think, yeah, they'll have the home advantage. I can say they'll do it. But moving on into Burnley against Newcastle, and you know, this is a game for both these sides, which still has something on it because yeah, Burnley still have that faint hope of whether they can stay up, and it'll be interesting to see if they do still have a chance after this. And yeah, you've got Newcastle, who are still definitely pushing for that spot in 6th place at the moment. So, you know, I think they'll be feeling optimistic. Teams below do have games in hand, though. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see which way it goes. But I think Newcastle will have too much for Burnley here. Yeah, just that bit Eddie quality. Moving on into Sheffield United against Nottingham Forest. And when we talk about Luton having really winnable games recently, while Everton have had, Forest have had tough ones, you know, it's kind of been leading up in preparation to matches like this, where it's a game where Nottingham Forest are the players that they do have. You would expect them to win against Sheffield United side, who is pretty much down and out, let's face it. And you know, it kind of could be those games that they regret if they don't go on and win it. And I think Forest will have the quality here to get the win and take a massive step towards safety. Moving on into Man City as they take on Wolves at the Etihad, and City coming into this one, yeah, I think they'll be feeling very confident. Wolves, you know, they don't have much to play for. City have everything to play for. Have performed so well recently. Yeah, it's hard to see anything other really than a pretty comfortable City win. You probably expect really. I'm going to say it will be 3-0 to City in the end. I think they'll take another big step towards the title. Moving on into Villa as they take on Brighton at the Amex. And yeah, it's a big game for Villa. Brighton, I think they haven't really been at their best recently, but you know, we still know that they're a very dangerous team on their day. So yeah, it definitely won't be an easy game for Villa here. And Villa, as we know, need every point they can get in that race to get into the top 4. So yeah, for sure it's going to be an interesting game. At home for Brighton, I think they're definitely going to be more of a threat as well. I'm going to say it will be a 2-1 Villa win. I think they'll have that quality just to sneak past. Moving on then to Chelsea against West Ham at Stamford Bridge. And yeah, this is an interesting game for both these sides because yeah, I think both sides have had kind of a bit of a mixed season. Chelsea looking good for European space. Unfortunately for West Ham, that kind of ship seems to have sailed now. But yeah, it's an interesting game because West Ham can go above Chelsea with a win here. But I'm going to say at home, Chelsea, I feel like they are really starting to click into the gear now and starting to get them more at their best than they have been. So I'm going to say it will be a 2-0 win for Chelsea here. Moving on then to Liverpool against Tottenham at Anfield. And yeah, this is another interesting game. Liverpool coming into this one. Obviously, their title hopes, yeah, they have kind of faded away it's fair to say. Yeah, it's a real shame for Liverpool. And the way kind of Klopp's final season's ending. But, you know, they still have a chance to end it on high with some big wins. He'll still go down in history as a brilliant manager for Liverpool. For Tottenham, they need a result for the Champions League qualification. But I think at home, Liverpool will probably have a bit too much. I'm going to say 2-0. Moving on then to Crystal Palace against Manchester United at Selhurst Park. And this is a big game. Palace, we've seen them really clicking into gear recently, looking like a really solid outfit themselves against the Manchester United team who, need the results because they're still very much in contention for Europe with teams like Chelsea and Newcastle coming on strong. They need the results, but Palace, as we've seen, have been performing very well recently. But I think United just need it more. They can turn it on. I'm going to say they'll nick a 2-0 win. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.